in the bottom left. He's not allowed to make any more mistakes. He is.
Samsung Galaxy Can Shine. 이영환.
In the upper right, we have the last Terran besides Maru. He is.
Acer Innovation. 이신혁.
If he wins this, 100% Terran advancement race is
take that, you whiners.
Yeah, on this round. But I mean, he has to win this and his next one against Sulky. Not that out of the question. Is TVZ, of course, looking really quite nice.
It looks like we're going to have a Reaper build, Tosis.
Yeah, I mean, against Shine, especially in these spots, I think you gotta open Reaper. I think anything else is just silly.
I agree. So while you were sick, what'd you do?
I slept and was sick. Like, I did nothing. I read a little bit, but like that was like in fevered
Isn't it incredible when you're actually really sick, how weak your brain?
I just couldn't do anything. I just like laid in a dark room and I was like, oh, I was like, I would like to watch StarCraft or read, but I can't.
No, I've had that where I'm so sick I can't even like watch TV.
Yeah.
I like, don't explain. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on right now. Like,
yeah,
I tried to like walk out of my house to get like a Gatorade at 7-Eleven down the street, and I'm like,
no, can't do
that. I don't know how to get home.
I just lay there pathetically.
See, that's what happens when you become an adult, is that you no longer have these days where you're like, yeah, sick day, I'm gonna like just drink Sprite and eat
those were like
and
mostly faking, right? That wasn't real sick. Like,
well, it's like you're kind of sick, like the you know,
Yeah.
your temperature might be kind of high, but you're like actually this kid that's basically like invincible.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna skip school and it's gonna be great. But then when you're an adult, you're like, oh, I'm sick, I can't go to work today.
No, being
like,
sick sucks.
Oh God.
You like you miss work and you can't have any fun because you're actually sick. It's pretty bad.
Sucks, man. Now we have the command center coming down here. We have the 6 lings for Shine being made. And again, we're going to have this dance we so often see of the Reaper just trying to keep the Zerg on his toes, keep the pressure on so that the Zerg can't just make a ton of drones and get away with it.
You think that Innovation will go 3 command center this time right away?
Yeah. I think so.
It looks like it, but I don't know if I want to see that because the map is so much smaller like this.
Can he take the island? I don't know. I suppose he could, but you'd have to have that build really tight.
Yeah, I mean,
oh my God!
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's Shine and it's this map, so that's why
3 command.
Yeah, 3 command.
3 command.
Well, Innovation, you have chosen this strategy. If I recall correctly, when Shine eliminated Flash in Code A, this was one of the maps, and Flash also decided in these spots. In fact, he was even the top spot against the bottom spot. He decided, hey, I'll go 3 command center, and then Roaches came because it's Shine. And I remember thinking to myself, in fact, saying out loud, "Oh, I don't think that was a great choice." And now here we see Innovation doing it. Can he hold on to this? I think probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
He's
considering
probably going to die,
Roaches
but we'll
are just going to eat everything he has over there. You can see Shine is so completely prepared. Although, I got to say, there's something to be said about the fact that Shine does this so often, and you can see someone like Innovation is going to be completely caught off guard by this.
Yeah.
I mean, there is something very weird about this. That
I mean, it's Shine, though. If you do your homework, this is how Shine sometimes plays a macro game. That's the weird thing, is when he plays a macro
exactly.
game.
Like, I'm really expecting these guys to be... Okay, so here we go. He's like, oh my God, I should have known all along.
Okay, he's making a Marauder. He's seen this really early. Do you abandon the low ground?
I think so. I don't think the...
Well, already he's going back into drones, so Shine realized that this may be doomed. So I think he might be able to hold this low ground with that Marauder.
Oh! Gets that Marauder in the bunker. Very important to do that. Oh, block, 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 block!
And in fact, he does block. He still has that Marauder doing a lot of work from that depot. And he will hold this without taking too much damage, really. He's killed only 3 workers so far. We'll kill a couple more, I'm sure.
Nicely done, Innovation.
Great defense. But Shine, like immediately when he was spotted, switched right back into drones. In fact, I think that may have been his plan all along.
This is actually another sign that even though Shine, cheeses a lot, that he definitely knows how to transition.
Yeah, he knows when to drop it, and he knows when to switch it up a little bit. Like, this wasn't quite like we saw from Flash, because he didn't see it till it was a little bit later, and it was, you know, he was being even a little bit more greedy, and it didn't work out for him. But here, Innovation has reacted well, and so has Shine, really.
Well, Innovation does have his third command center done. He's going to go right back into what we normally see in TVZ, which is the Hellions and the Reapers coming out and pushing across, getting rid of the creep tumors here.
Well, that third base is down here, a little bit far away, so he's going to be able to put a little bit of harassment on if he likes.
Has to avoid those roaches, though.
Good amount of roaches coming out of Shine. I do wonder if he's just going to go into upgraded speed roach. Yeah, it looks like he is. And that's a really good choice, I think. Like, right now, 1-1 roach timings and 2-2 roach timings are super strong. So he could just kind of mix it up, you know, do like a +1 roach speed timing attack. But oh, he grabs a Spire. Okay.
I thought that might happen. I thought that might happen. Like, do you think he cancels? This is
it's a good.
This is why Shine actually, I think his cheeses really work, is because he understands why people react the way they do. And it's one of these things where this will only work against one of the best, the best, the best.
You know, this is where Innovation thinks, okay, defensive roaches, you're gonna go into mutas, but instead a bunch of speed roaches with +1. That's gonna be something that's very hard to hold. Very hard to hold.
Well, he does see some roaches here, but 4 is not a tell.
Yeah. Well, he knew he had some, just defensively.
Exactly.
Like, you can't go into slowlings to block 6
he sees
Hellions.
more roaches.
Yeah, that's actually very powerful. And he sees the canceled Spire as well. Yep. That's even more important. So, you know what? He already has 3 Marauders. He has a bunker. I don't know if Shine will actually break the front, but he may. And if Innovation comes out anytime soon, Shine will kill the army.
All right, SCV's coming up here and repairing, but while the stem is down here, oh, damn. And now the SCV's even attacking here as the bunker's not taking any damage. It's a lot of roaches, though.
That's stem pretty good with these medevacs.
That's going to be wiped out pretty easily there. And Shine is going to have a really tough time segueing into a proper T or ZVT here. I mean, considering that base not even used, it might as well be a giant paperweight.
Well, luckily for Shine, he has killed off 21 workers so far, but unluckily for Shine, we're about to have 1-1, concussive combat, stim, medevacs, and this is all against just roach tech with, like, +1 attack. Or no, he actually even canceled that to get more roaches. He's just got 23 roaches. There is nothing going on for Shine. The best he can hope for is that Innovation comes out too quickly and he can just crush the army with, like, a silly amount of roaches. Like that amount of roaches.
All right. Hello. He sees those roaches down there. This is going to keep the roaches back, because the one fundamental disadvantage when you're going for roaches is that you don't really have any control over where the medevacs are going unless you can run your roaches underneath them, which is really annoying.
Very true. If they go back and forth between the main and natural and third, like, what are you going to do?
You're spending so much more time migrating them around. It's crazy.
And they have to stay put, and you have to have enough to actually stop both medevacs at every location.
And, for instance, Terran can expand like this, and there's not much you can do about it with your roaches. Nice pickup, and guess what? Are your roaches elsewhere? Because if they're not, he's going to drop right over here in the main. Okay, he's over there.
And Shine has a good split on his roaches right now. He shouldn't take too much damage. The Queen Snipe was nice, but Innovation's not going to do much more except for keep him back for now. But keeping him back for now is good enough, because Innovation is trying to get that third up, and it would be a lot harder if these roaches were out on the map harassing him.
Well, the CC's going to back up a little bit.
Well, he sees that roaches just continue, right? And if you're just going bio, anytime you play against roaches, you just need more and more and more supply, because the higher supply you both get, the worse the roaches are. But at these middle-ish numbers, the roaches beat just about everything in the game.
Well, they definitely have a lot of meat to them and a lot of damage output. But again, I think Innovation's pretty wise here. He knows this can't go on forever, just mass roaches.
Yeah.
And so you really just got to stay put.
If it does go on forever, then he'll be maxed out as well, and then it'll just be over.
Yeah,
because
he'll
it's
have
like
Marauders and just kill it.
yeah. Try max roaches. See how many of those are going to fire during a battle.
Yeah, right. Bunch of them running around in the back.
Innovation's actually floating to kind of a base that's like, I guess, going to be a hidden third base that he doesn't have to rely on defending. I'm sure he'll just drop mules there. But to be frank, I would really like to see him go to the island, considering there's just not a spire.
I agree completely, Artosis. There's no need to take these land bases. He might be afraid of, like, I guess, roach drop or something, that maybe this army's going to come up.
Yeah.
And when Innovation leaves his base like this, the roach drop happens and he kills off
I think he just doesn't want an overlord to see it, and he expects an overlord to be the other place. That's a lot of roaches, by the way.
That's a lot of roaches, man. You really need to be in good position against this many roaches.
Is he, though? He is way out of position, isn't he? Look at this. These roaches, by the way, do have 1/1 upgrades. They will back up for now. Looking for the third base.
I say, by the way, Zerg now maxed out on roaches. Oh, man.
Ooh, that was a pretty decent Widow Mine hit right there.
And we're going to have a few more up here now, too.
Well, let's see which army wins.
Which race is better?
Yeah. Well, that's... so like Innovation does have enough here.
Yeah, this is why you can't stay roaches this long.
When you hit really high supplies, it just really sucks.
I'm continuing to push down here now.
I thought he would just drop a bunch of mules there, but instead he is actually making SCVs. A lot of Widow Mines coming
Innovation might also be really confident by the fact that his opponent's going roaches, and Innovation's definitely played enough where he's like, well, I know how this is supposed to look. You're eventually just going to run out of roaches.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. Nice with the Widow Mines.
I believe we'll be seeing GG, yeah. And
nicely done by Innovation. Slow and steady wins the race.
Innovation going up to the final match against Sulky. That's going to be a tough one. But, of course, this one kind of tough as well. Shine is a hard opponent to play against.
Well, Shine, good games to you. Unfortunately, your story does end here today for at least this season.
Look, it's a good result for
GSL.
him in Code S.
Yeah.
His best yet, I do believe, this round of 16, getting to the round of 16, I guess.
And in a group like this, I mean, there's really no shame in going out first. So
absolutely not.
We're going to take a short little break. When we come back, we're going to have Innovation against Sulky to see who's going to be the final player to make it to the round of 8 in this